Hello beautiful besties, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Cheraye, welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much and welcome back besties. You guys, something is going on, okay? Something is going on. While I'm in my fruity, soft girl, rose, tropical fragrance era, I'm also like starting to get the itch for the heavier fragrances, the heavy hitters, the head turners, the attention grabbers. So today I have 7 fragrances to share with you or so that I feel are all heavy hitters, and I have one fragrance and one note in this fragrance that's going to pair so well with every fragrance I'm sharing with you today. If you want to see that and more, please continue to watch. On this channel, I do cover fashion, beauty, luxury, lifestyle, all things, yes, all things fancy and fabulous darling. So if that sounds like your vibe or your zhush, go ahead and take 2.5 seconds and right now, drop me your scent of the day because you know I love to know what you're rocking. Also, if you find this like your style, your vibe, your zhush, hit the subscribe button. Don't stop there. Turn on your notification bell so you never miss a video over here, and come over, slide in the DM and say hi on Instagram. Without further ado, we are jumping into this video right now. Hey besties, Narcotic Delight. I told you guys about this fragrance. I smelled it when I was in Chicago. It was during the colder months. I picked it up, I sprayed it, I put it on. I had no idea it was out, it was coming out, none of the things, right? Yes. And I sprayed it and I was like, oh my gosh, sold. It is so super sexy. Yes, it's more of a fall winter fragrance, but I'm also gonna say this. Spray what you want, when you want, and spray as much of it as you want. And let me say this for the new people. Man, woman, boy, child, human, if it makes you happy, rock it. If a fragrance makes you happy, rock it, okay? This is by PERFUMES and it has cherry, pink pepper, black pepper, cognac, tobacco, vanilla. It's long lasting. It's a heavy hitter. It's a grab your attention, take your attention. It's definitely one of those, and I feel it's super, super sexy. And this is where I'm at right now. Like some of those sexy date nights, date night approved through and through. This is the one for you. If you just feel like being that sexy man, that sexy woman for the night, and you just want to come in and let your fragrance address you before you even address yourself or the next person, however that goes. This is the kind of fragrance that you want to spray on. This right here is really good. It's long lasting. I'm also going to say fragrances are subjective. So what might perform well, body chemistry, you know, notes, everything like that on one person may vary from person to person. So it is subjective. I always encourage you all to start with the sample, but through and through, I'm always here to spill the tea and give you my opinion. And in my opinion, this right here is good. And I find it to be extremely long lasting. It's the cherry note in here. It's the cognac, the way they go together, they mesh and they marry, and the dry down when it sits on the body and your body heats up and it engulfs itself like it becomes one with your body. This right here is the night to remember. Don't spray it heavy if you want it to be a dusk till a dawn. I move on. All of the fragrances that I'm speaking about today, you will be able to find them in the description box below. I'll also mention that there will be discount codes if I have any. And thanks to YouTube, there'll also be some fragrances showing up on the screen. Should you want to shop them right there, you don't even have to leave the video. You could just shop as I talk. It's like we're shopping together. Another one, this is no brainer. This is by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, you guys. My guy wore this a couple, I want to say months ago at this point now. We went to a theater, a play. It was kind of cooler, but not really. I mean, I'm here in LA. The weather is what it is. It typically gets really hot in the day, it burns off, and then it'll cool down, especially if you go down by the beach. This is Oud Satin Mood. This is one of the most beautiful, sexy oud rose fragrances that I feel I have in my collection that I've ever smelled. My opinion, again, I mind you, this is extremely long lasting. It projects, it's so sensual, like in the cooler months too. And I know we're not there yet, but they're coming, I can feel them. In the cooler months, like when someone walks in front of you and they're wearing this, they leave a huge scent trail. Inside of here you have Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, vanilla, oud, violet, and benzoin. Quick 2.5. I was recently, you know, hanging out in Beverly Hills, celebrating my birthday and whatnot, and I ran into, or we met up with, I should say, Levi Tyler. He's a fragrance fan here to YouTube, Instagram. He's all around, right? He's one that tells the kids about all the fragrances. And so he was wearing this. I went to greet him and we hugged, and immediately he named some other things he was wearing as well, but I smelled the rose and the oud, and I'm like, oh, you smell so good. What are you wearing? So after you name 4, 5, 11, 150 things, not really, but really, He said Oud Satin Mood, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And he was wearing it, and it was hot. It was like, I kid you not, we've been having like triple digits here in LA. I don't know what's going on, don't ask me, but I'm still reaching for the heavy hitters. So he was wearing this, and it just smells so good. So, and I wear it as well, my guy wears it as well. So that's why I'm saying, man, woman, boy, child, human, pull up and rock what makes you happy. Oud Satin Mood is definitely an attention grabber. I move on. This one here by Maison Carvalli, Tuberose Asali, Tuberose Cinnamon Vanilla Musk and Osmanthus. I told you guys, this one took me a minute to compartmentalize and to process. I sprayed it and I wore it one night and I was like, hold up. It was late at night too. It was like 10. And I was like, I know that everybody is probably like, what in the world? But I gotta jump on the internet and let the girls and the guys know that this right here is fire. This is fire. I also wore this to a Dior event, and the guy that was helping me, because I was purchasing Miss Dior, the new one that came out, and he was like, I know this is a Dior pop-up, but seriously, like, spill the tea. What are you wearing? And I told him, this is Maison Carvalli, and this is Tuberose Asali. I hope I said that right, you guys. If I'm not, you know, I'm trying, okay? But anyways, yeah, and I wrote it down and I told him about it, and I'm like, this is really good. If you've not got your nose on it, I would highly recommend it. I do have a 10% off discount code with Twisted Lily. Tuberose Vanilla, Osmanthus, and Musk. It's not even something that you can, you know, put your head around those notes and get what it's giving, because it's not. It's hot, it's sexy, it's kind of, it's just so different, but it's very distinctive. Like, it's definitely like, what are you wearing? It doesn't smell like a lot of things that I've smelled before. If someone was wearing this and I had never smelled it, I wouldn't be able to go up to them and just pinpoint it. So for those of you that like to be truly unique with your fragrances and you want something different, and speaking of which, I have another 2.5, but I'll get over to it. Let me finish here. These are ones that you want to get your nose on and check out. I mean, I was simply like, OMG, it's really, really good. I'm trying my best to get out of my comfort zone and reach for other fragrances other than Valaya, Delina, and 50,000 other ones that I reach for. I'm trying. You will not hear about Delina or Valaya in this video. And I just lied because I just mentioned both of them. They're also really, really good. And attention grabbers. I move on. We're not going to spend a lot of time here, but I have to tell you about it. This is Nisha and this is Nest. This is a beast. This is a problem. This is definitely a head turner, and it's got a little bit of everything in it. Whiskey, honey, violet, sage, osmanthus, nutmeg, oud, vanilla. This is one of the ones you got to get in the shower to take off. I mean, you do. You just do. It's really good. It's very sexy. I told you guys I wore this on New Year's Eve night, and the guys were like, you smell like Dubai. And I was like, how do you smell like Dubai? They were like, dude. And that brings me to my story that I have to tell you guys. We were hanging out, like I said, this past weekend, and every time we went in a ladies' room, a powder room to freshen up, a restaurant, whatever, the people were outside, okay? The people were outside. And every time I smelled someone, not one person was I able to smell and detect what they were wearing. It was definitely like, excuse me, okay, your fragrance is like hitting me in the head, knocking me over the face, you know, slamming at my nose. Not really, but I'm just saying that's how engulfed I was with their fragrance, where I'm like, what are you wearing? You smell amazing. This was women and men. And I was like, oh my gosh. And everybody kept saying that we asked that they were wearing some Arabian fragrance, or they were wearing some fragrance that they picked up in Dubai, or names that I'd never even heard of. One lady told us it was Montel. We went to a perfume shop to try and look for it. It was supposed to have been in a white bottle. We couldn't find it, but then come to find out that Montel makes a fragrance like that. I hope I'm saying this right. You guys, we still couldn't find what she was talking about, but she smelled absolutely amazing. I said, that's it. That's it. I'm going home to go through my fragrances again, because that's the kind of reaction that I want to give off. And they smell rich, and they smell luxurious, and they smell timeless and classic and sophisticated. And I was like, dang. And the look, everything went with it. Okay, back to the video. Anyways, Nisha's Nest. I'll link it. We're not going to spend a lot of time here because this is another problem. Guidance. Yes, I've smelled Guidance 46. I'm still gonna probably say I prefer the original. The other one, 46, as I mentioned in the last video, or a last video, it's soft, it's rounder, it's more airier. I find it to be a little bit more mass appealing. It's still complex. The pear note is definitely a little bit more prominent in my opinion. Do you need both? If you love the fragrance, go for it. I still think it's a great fragrance. It still has longevity. It still has all the things. I think that it is just not as sharp. It has been softened, round, a little bit more like I said, appealing and not as complex. I am a Guidance girl through and through. Picked it up, put it on my arm, went home hours later, I want to say 5-6 hours later, still couldn't like let the scent go because it was still there and very much in my face. It was there. And Guidance is just absolutely, oh my God, it's good. in the memories. This right here is good. This is a beast. This is pear, hazelnut, osmanthus, saffron, sandalwood, vanilla, labdanum. It has a little bit of everything in it, you guys. This is so good. This is, for me, my favorite, but I would tell you, if you have not smelled 46, try it. You may actually really love it. It's really, really nice. I don't feel the need for both, so I'm just gonna stick with guidance. I move on. Another one that I went digging through because they all kind of smelled like this too. Mancera. This is Instant Crush. Remember, you guys, I told you a while back when I first got this, I was like, this kind of smells like Baccarat. This kind of smells like, it gives remnants to that, but they're totally different. They're not the same at all. So you could have this, you could have Baccarat, you could have like Spiritino, Florentino, all similar fragrances, but they all hold on, they all scent on their own and they all smell totally different. This is like a warm, spicy. It's really, really good. This is very long lasting. It's saffron, ginger, mandarin. I'm just gonna smell hot and heavy today because I gotta spray a little bit of this on. Oh God, am I ready to go back yet? Woo! Okay, I move on. Another hot and heavy head turner, attention grabber. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, sir. What's your name? Can I take you out tonight? Fenty. And you guys, look at my bottle. Look at, and if you're thinking about the glow here, what am I wearing today? I'm wearing that. I'm wearing Fenty. We're going out. I'm getting ready to go out with one of my friends, cousin, sister, whatever, for girls' night. And so I'm wearing this tonight. I have some jeans on. I'll show you. I'll get a picture of OOTD, but I am wearing this fragrance. It's a head turner. It's attention grabbing. It's magnolia. It's rose. It's mandarin or tangerine. It's blueberry. It's so good. It's so good. It's so sexy. Like I said, it's bold. It's sexy. It's confident. It's strong. It makes me feel a certain kind of way. So I paired it with the Fenty body cream. So I did pair these two together. This is my scent combo of the night. Remember when I first stumbled upon this fragrance, or I bought it, I should say, I got it and I was like, I don't understand this. Like, what in the world? And then I tell you guys all the time, but for those of you that are new, this was not a love at first sniff for me. This was a what in the world. I could not compartmentalize it. I said it smelled like suffer. I just couldn't get it. And then I wore it out. I started playing with it and I took it out and I wore it on date night. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was feeling like you needed me. You know what I mean? That song by Rihanna. I was like, okay, I got it now. Now, yeah. And I started wearing it like crazy to the airport. And I don't know what that means. I mean, I started wearing it. Do you see? We're probably going to be done with that by tonight. Do you see the dent? Or at least by the next time that I wear it. I mean, the dent is real. The dent is denting. So yeah, this is it. Now, remember I told you there's one fragrance, or one fragrance note, I should say, depend on your fragrance. Like I said, everybody's different. But the one fragrance note that you compare with every fragrance that I mentioned to you today, because I already have and I tried it, be careful with this one here, because it was okay. But everything else, cherry. And this one is by Gleam. This is called Cherry Hook. You guys, this is so good. This is new to my collection. I'm still playing with it. I'm testing it out. You know, I told you the last time I was wearing what? I said I was wearing, oh my God, what did I mix this with? I've been mixing it with everything. I think I was wearing it with Eden Juicy Apple 01, of course. And then I wore it with Tiger Lily by Victor and Roth. And I must have mixed it with Tom Ford Lost Cherry as well. I just can't recall. But then I mixed it with this. This is amazing. This is almond. It's fruity. It's kind of different from the other cherries like that I have. It's almond, it's cherry, it's fruity though, but it's juicy. It has amaretto in it. So it's a little bit more of like an almond nuances, but it's not really like, you know, look, it's not creamy, but it just has that almond note to it that just does something different. It's a little bit more fruity. Oh my gosh, it's good. Gosh, it's so good. And then it has like chili peppers. I mean, I don't even know if I've seen that. I've seen black pepper, I've seen pink pepper, I've seen, you know, some peppers, but chili peppers, it had like a chili pepper, and it's sort of spicy, but not overly spicy. And I would also go a step further and say too, something about this is kind of given like a little bit gourmand in a sense, and I could be right there right now in my life for some reason. It's like this can easily by itself go from a dusk to a dawn. Don't overspray it, and just spray it on your post points. Don't do anything too dangerous. This right here is good. If you haven't checked it out, get a sample of it. I believe that they have samples or discovery sets. You can pick it up at SOI Vanguard. Like I said, everything that I have a discount code for you guys will be linked in the description box below. Those are some fragrances that I just went through when I came back, and I was like, I gotta find me some other fragrances. I'm about to get me some Oud fragrances. The fragrances out this weekend were giving, and there were no fragrances that I had ever smelled before. Every time we asked each person, what are you wearing? Whenever they got ready to describe it, tell me about it, nobody knew the name, first and foremost, okay? But they were bringing up pictures. They did show us some pictures. They did try and pull some names together, but it smells so good. So I'm like, you know what? That's it. I'm going home to mix some more fragrances together. And you guys don't judge me, pick somebody else. I am up to 4 fragrances now, I think. It might be 5. I have got to slow down, but I am up to mixing 4 or 5 fragrances at one time. I'm just making my own mix, and it's really fun. There's no rules to this. It's like makeup. Do what makes you happy. Some fragrance combos, you're gonna find out, okay, this is not it. This is not good. But I have found some amazing fragrance combos just by making them up. What? How long have I been talking? Oh my God, this video is almost 20 minutes. I gotta go. I gotta go. You know I don't like long videos. I love you like I love cook food. Everything's gonna be linked as I stated. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Make sure you stay connected. August is a very, very busy month. In case you don't know, it's her birthday month. It's my birthday month. It's my birthday, and I'm telling the world about it. I celebrate all month long, and if I miss a day and somebody still want to take me out to dinner, shopping, on a vacation, I'm available. I will go right into September. I'm telling you that right now. So yeah, we're out. A lot of videos will be here, there, sporadically, but I will be showing up for you. So show up for me, because I'm definitely going to be showing up for you. And that's it. I love you like I love cook food. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.